Just came up with the evil eye. I just heard the weirdest sound. Hello, son. My dog wants to go outside. Just go outside. Go outside. Or how can I get forgiveness? Like, how can I recover? How can we move on? I just felt like vomiting just then. Might be a sign. Hey, what is it when you get a child baptized but in a different religion? Did I not just say I felt like I was going to throw up? My dog just threw up. I don't know how this, I feel like this connects. I don't know why I ignored this when I came home. I don't drink V. I'm strictly a Monster Energy original sugar-free girl. In fact, I get the pallets delivered to my house. I have one every morning. I don't drink V, especially not like full sugar V. And when I came home this afternoon, I opened the gate and I was looking at my path that goes towards my house. And I was like, because I saw a ripped up, like, you know how they come in the cartons? It was ripped up pieces of V, like V carton. And it was in my property. The reason I'm telling you this is that he's just thrown up. And there were little tiny pieces of green V packet thing. I need to check my cameras. I need to check my cameras right now, actually. That's me leaving. There's no footage that catches that stuff. And mind you, it's footage of my path. There's nothing on the path there. Like when he comes to collect him. Football fell. I don't think it's come from the dog walker. It's not picked up where the hell this V packet has come from. Guys, what the hell? All right. I'm feeling strange. Maybe the wind? I don't know how it would, it's a closed off area. The wind would not bring, if the wind somehow blew over this like 6 foot fence, someone's trash, the storm is getting hectic. Then it would have brought other random trash. It wouldn't have brought ripped up pieces of V carton that and I have not seen my dog on the camera eating anything. He's not gotten out of his crate. He got picked up by the dog walker. The dog walker took him. At no point did the dog walker have any V or it hasn't come from the dog walker. I feel like this is not a good sign, but no one should know where I live. And I have cameras. This doesn't feel right. Was that telling me to go outside? I pulled this card right as Lucky was asking to go outside. That's literally why I turned around and I said, "Not now, boy," because he did that little, And then when I said, "Not now, boy," he threw up. Was this for me or was this for you? Let's get through this. It's hailing. I just got an interesting message. Why is it hailing right now? It's night time. And why am I getting the evil eye? It says evil eye, ill will, jealousy, or envy. Oh my gosh, I almost just fucking died. Brother. I went to go and close the window. It's hailing right now. I literally... Hail is hitting it's going sideways and hitting my window and my sliding door. Okay, I'm saying I literally almost just fell over. There's water all over the kitchen floor. Anyway, evil eye causes misfortune, illness. Ward off this negative energy with an eye talisman. Me personally, I don't like to return to sender. I don't know that I should actually even be sharing this. That's all I'm going to say. So I almost have a feeling that these two cards are not for you. I have a feeling that that was for me in that moment, to warn me. Though, if it's come out and if all of this has even been allowed to happen, I'm very divinely protected. I almost feel like it is for you as well. So something about going outside might be important for you, but be careful, because it feels like someone in your life is maybe jealous or envious. And if you're having anything like what just happened to me just then, vomiting, literally, I said, did I not say at the start of the read, I feel like I'm going to vomit? And then I said, oh, it must be the feeling of like morning sickness, because we were talking about a kid. And then he's just gone and vomited. And then it said, go outside. And he's calling to go outside. He's doing like, that dogs do. And I said, oh, not now, boy. And then he just everywhere. If you're having any of those vibes, I am going to tell you, do not return it to sender. I don't think that's the right thing to do. I think if someone is that insecure or like has bad vibes, if you return that, that's you engaging in it, and I don't think you should engage with it. I don't think anyone should be... it shouldn't actually even affect you. There's a lesson in this. There is definitely a lesson in this. It shouldn't affect you, because people like that are on a low vibration. And we're not judging, because people, like I said, they're not like that because their life is happy or their childhood was happy or their needs were being fulfilled. They're like that because of the opposite. And so we're not judging, but they are very low vibrational people. And if you engage with that by sending it back, then some part of you is being mirrored. Why are you even allowing that to affect you? Your vibration should be way higher. And probably the reason why they've gone and given you the evil eye is because they can see you winning. They can literally, and they're jealous of it. I reckon transmute that energy. That's abundance. Energy is energy. Realizations, awakening, understanding, having an epiphany. Someone's on dating apps and shouldn't be. The only time I've ever gone on a dating app was when I needed validation and I didn't feel like I deserved to find true love. And I wanted an easy fix. Because it's just filled with people who they're sweet talking you, and maybe that's what you want when you're on there. Share your full perspective. I don't know if they're talking to me or they're talking to you, but someone needs to share their full perspective on something. Divine feminine. I knew it was a twin flame. Well, it said it was a twin flame reading this morning. Divine feminine energy. That means if you're in your divine... if you're in your divine feminine energy... I'm smiling because I saw a card, but if you're in your divine feminine energy, then that means that you have had your realization. You don't get to that divine feminine like status until you've done some shadow work. I want to reframe all of this, but I know that I was told not to make a story out of it because it's supposed to be broad. There will be a return, like a second chance. Part of me wants to say that funeral card, it's like the death of something. It could be a literal death, or it could be the death of like a relationship, or it could be the death of someone's future. What we've got so far is a death of some kind. We've got a separation. distance, like there's distance there. There's actual distance. Like you should be here and you're not. But then also like, where are you in the world? Something about Woolworths. Oh, that's right. The shops. Duh. How did I forget that already? We also have someone on dating apps who shouldn't be. It's filled with nothing but sweet talk. Nothing but sweet talk. And you don't need that. All right? But it looks like there's going to be some kind of communication that's going to happen at someone else's wedding. And someone else's wedding, it's giving March. Someone's getting married in March. Okay? And that almost might be your trigger moment to be like, why the hell am I on Hinder? Hinder. Well, it does hinder your growth. Hinder. Hinge, Tinder, binge. Binge. Maybe someone has a binge eating issue, but I think I meant to say Bumble. Or maybe, what is it? Binge is like the one where you watch movies on. Those things might be details that are relevant. Someone else's wedding may trigger that realization for you, and it looks like that's happening in March. Ideally, you learn the lesson beforehand. But as a reader, being able to see every single thing that was coming up in my future, do you think that when I saw specific things happening that I actually, because I had months where I knew something was going to happen. I almost knew exactly what they were going to say, exactly how everything was going to play out. And in my head, every time it came up in the readings, I was like, I'm going to respond this way. And I'm going to learn the lesson. I'm going to tick it off before the time that they say that I actually learned the lesson, because I'm an overachiever. Do you think I actually reacted that way? The healed way? I didn't. It was almost like my memory was wiped for the moment that experience was happening, and I still reacted from the unhealed way. So, you might sit here in this moment and think, okay, I'm just going to get off the dating apps now because I have learnt the lesson. Probably not, doll. You may say that you understand the lesson, but you haven't. Learning the lesson and integrating the lesson are two very different things. Movement. So you are going to have movement with things. Hold on. Has this stuff happened? May have happened already. You may have already had this realization. You may have already said, ugh, what am I doing on dating apps? It's all just talk. My head is thumping. I've got like a migraine. Second chance, an opportunity to make amends at the shops. I'm dumb. Clearly that's talking about the dream. But like they said, it's supposed to be broad. It's supposed to keep the details broad, Ellie. Clearly I'm not. I'm being very specific, but something's happening in Woolworths and it's a return of something. And in that return, you are being asked to share your full perspective with that balance of the emotions. Okay? Be balanced. Be kind. Be compassionate. Don't just say, what the bloody hell is wrong with our kid? Or what the bloody hell is wrong with you? No. Spirit is asking you to be kind, be empathetic, and understand that there are imperfections in humanity. They're asking you to balance your yin energy. That's your feminine energy. So you might be... Didn't I say at the start that in my dream I didn't feel like I was a girl, I felt masculine? Maybe you are someone who more aligns with those masculine traits. You could still be a girl. You could be a boy. Up to you. Well, literally up to you. But feminine and masculine traits, we're supposed to be able to balance them both within ourselves. So we're not talking about gender right now. We're talking about traits. So that feminine is like, I'm receptive, I'm intuitive, right? And I can receive. But then the masculine traits are, I know my worth, I make things happen, I make things move, and I can set boundaries. We're supposed to be able to balance both of them. So I think they're asking, when this return or this second chance to do something happens, you need to be able to balance those masculine traits within you. They're not asking you to shut anyone down. They're actually asking you, please be receptive, please be compassionate, while still making things happen. Still want you to take action, right? They're literally saying it's movement. It's a movement reading. take action, but don't do it in a way that you've got to take control of everything and dictate everything. You need some of these feminine traits too. How do you be kind? How do you be compassionate? How do you receive? How can you be intuitive? Perfect. They said keep it short, but I can't. I'm just going to do a quick shuffle of the rest of the decks. Karmic lesson. There is a lesson here. A lesson that I think we're already moving towards. But I want to be broad because, like I said, there's so many different stories that you could make with this. And it could be, well, it says it's related to my dream. You lost something that will be returned eventually. Something to do with being cold, like winter. You're not meant to know this part yet, though. So when it comes to this thing being returned, you're not meant to know. It is a karmic lesson, and I think it's a karmic lesson about someone behaving in a cold manner. The balance of the divine masculine and the feminine. Says losing sleep. I'm worried, and I'm replaying events, and I'm thinking about you. Something about gaggles. Oh, you'll know when you see gaggles of birds. It relates to your interconnectedness between like community, but also it relates to the mysteries of like those cycles of life, which is literally the same thing as what they said earlier when they said you're not meant to know. You're not meant to know. Okay? Last shuffle about anything else that we need to know in this initial part, and then we'll grab people's perspectives. I can't believe how long this reading is going for, and they said do a short reading. I'm sorry. I have a lot of things going on. Maybe figure out if there's a message associated with it. So we'll do your perspective, what you think is going on. I said to the person that I did the reading for today, I said, there's your perspective, their perspective, and then the truth. And the truth is the universal perspective. The universe sees what's really going on. If it's your perspective and their perspective, we don't really need too much of a structured story. We want the emotions out of it. So we'll do 4. Did one of them just flip? Oh, jeez. Okay. We'll get this one. Okay, recovery from some kind of loss. And then improvement. Love, compassion. How many times has compassion come out? Damn. Something about like intuition, but a new baby. A new baby. Or it could be to do with like that next step in life, like marriage and a proposal. We did have wedding come out in that story, but we also... But we also had the baby dream, and then it was confirmed by tarot. And we had that way off in the future vibe. So literally, have we had the 5 card come out? No, it was the 6 card. And I said that that kid felt like she was 5 or 6. Okay, anyway. We've got a baby. 2 more for your perspective. And 2 came out. Unpaid debts, power, domination, scattered energy, anger, frustration. So that's your perspective. I feel like this baby is... Okay, your perspective. Okay, what cycle have you closed out? That's really good. Do you know how hard it is to close out a cycle? Very hard, clearly, because you've closed one out. So you know how hard it is. Fuck off. Why are those same cards coming out? Are you joking me right now? No, stop, because I'm going to pull from different decks and I want to see if similar cards come out with the rest of them, because clearly not all of the same. Wait a minute. Yes, we got funeral. We got go outside. We got communion, compassion. We got sweet talk, and we got time, cycles. Now I'm going to leave that deck over there because I don't want the same cards to come out just by chance. Okay, we want to make sure that like We're giving this a good crack. Far out. Okay, well, this card did not come out in your last one. So I literally asked, what cycles have you closed? We're about to get there. And I think it has something to do with you being compassionate. And it says sweet talk. It's like, that card to me, it's like how someone talks to you, how you talk to other people, and like your intentions behind it. What cycle have you closed out? Or like you're just about to? Okay, nothing came out of this one either. One of them tried to. Let's see. It doesn't feel like anything wants to come out. We've got 2 more, and then I'll go back to the original one because it feels like nothing wants to come out of any of the other decks. I have a feeling that your perspective is very close to the story, like the story vibe. Do you know what I mean? Nothing came out of this one. I think we have to go back to the... Which one was the original? Was it this one or this one? I can't remember which one I just put down. Okay, well, I've got 2 more that I can draw from, and I'll move those ones because nothing wanted to come out of those. I think your intuition with what's going on here is spot on. All right. Dreams. This is a different dream card. I think this very heavily relates to my dream that I just shared with you, but also your dreams. Refers to a literal death that is upcoming. That's why it said future. Okay, sweet talk. I'm moving that over here. Funeral card and this literal death upcoming. Those ones go together. And it says, this is karmic. Endings, loss. Someone may have like some kind of mental breakdown from this. I wouldn't judge you for it. Like that's, yeah, of course you would. You're wasting your time with something, and it's a picture of like an orange cat. And I think whoever is having this mental breakdown needs time. And then it says you're wasting your time. You cannot pull anyone out of their own storm, out of their own karma, or out of their own lessons. I'm a very, very firm believer in that people do not grow unless they are able to go through their own lessons. It's saying, move on, let go, love yourself, be free. And there are ducks on this card. And ducks, for me, personally, symbolize family. I think they're asking you to close out a cycle here. And I think you'll find that you trying to fix everything for someone, that is a masculine trait, by the way. You wanting to fix everything, it's not just something that you struggle with in this situation or in love. It's something that clearly you have issues in in other aspects, like in your life. Use your wisdom, harmony, go outside. Go outside. And that sweet talk card, it's almost like, it doesn't matter what you say. Tell me why this is on the bottom. Literally, arrogant, pride, ego, stubborn, selfish, my way. It's reminding me of the little girl, and my battery is running out, so I gotta be quick. Okay, this is your perspective. It is giving very much the same story of what was happening in the dream, but also in the story of it all. Except it's actually giving you advice, and it's saying, please move on. And it says, not in this lifetime. So I think maybe you need to move this out before you can actually be prepared to even meet your twin flame. I mean, I haven't had twin flame cards come out. I had divine feminine. I don't want to show you that card. It didn't pop out. It didn't like fly out. So if it flew out, I would show you, but I think that's just cruel. But I think you need to let go of someone, or let someone go. Okay. I don't know if that's telling me to show them, or my flame just did a very, oh. I don't know if that was confirmation for me to not show you that card, or if it was saying, no, stop, go back and show them. it's flicking. Now it's flicking. Before it did this and then there was smoke, but now it's flicking. So I'm like, you want me to tell them what card that was? Just see what popped out first, because low key, I thought I was supposed to be gentle with you. Damn. It says, there is more to uncover in this reading. Continue. And then we also have mixed signals. Someone sending mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. But someone also has some expectations on someone else. They're hoping, they're manifesting. Like, I have faith. I have faith that you're coming back to me. You've got this hope, this expectation, this faith, this manifesting of this person. But they're sending mixed signals. They've got blocked up emotions. They have, it says messed up. And the card that I didn't want to show you says, literally says that they are not being faithful. Well, whatever setup you have, don't care if you have made it official or not. They are not being faithful. If it is meant for you, they'll always come back, but you don't want them like this. All right, I've gotten your perspective. I would like now to get their perspective. This person, whoever it is, what are they thinking? What are they feeling? And again, I can feel myself starting to get very judgmental of this person. And I was asked not to be. So maybe I have a feeling that possibly this person actually has some stuff going on in the background that maybe no one knows about, maybe they're not even aware of. So we're going to draw 4 cards for this person's perspective on whatever it is that you guys are going through. Inner child, sadness, depression, creating negativity and arrogance. Brother, how is that our first card? And I literally just said that. Well, maybe this person had parents like that. It's created this little demon. It's saying that with alignment of values, there is love, there is harmony, union. The lovers is upright. So this person's perspective is that, yeah, I'm a traumatized adult, or something about my inner child is traumatized. But they have the lovers upright. They think that union is going to happen. This is their perspective. Remember, this is not the truth. This is not the universe's perspective, and it's certainly not your perspective, doll. I mean, you're hoping for it, but I think you can see this person is distracted. They are, well, like I said, their priority is not you. Or at least that's your perspective. Your perspective is that you're not a priority. Oh, disorganized, reprioritizing something. If that wants to, like, it flipped, but like, where do you want to come? Okay, there you go. Lack of passion, weighed down, lack of energy, delays. We've got one positive card. That's how they're viewing love, that there's, you know, that there's strength in the two of you together. Maybe they think this of you. Sorry. Oh, that's probably why they were telling me to be empathetic. This is their perspective. And I don't think that they think this of themselves. That's not normal. Like, it's not usual. Unless they've gone through an awakening. It's not usual for someone to sit there and say, oh, I'm, you know, bored and weighed down, and I'm also depressed, and I've got a negative mindset, and I'm careless, and I'm arrogant, and inner child trauma, someone's overly optimistic, I'm, you know, disorganized, and maybe because overwhelmed, I'm overcommitted, I need to reprioritize, I've got a lack of balance. Usually people don't think that way of themselves because they're not aware enough. There are 2 things that could be a possibility here, and like I said, they wanted this to be broad, but they could feel that you are these things. Or they could have, this could be their negative self-talk. I kind of want to get more, just to see. Because remember, this is their perspective. This is their perspective. And no more want to come out. So that's all we're getting for their perspective. Let's get some emotion cards. I'm leaving this here because I think that's so interesting. It could go either way, because remember, someone is arrogant. Someone's got an ego. Someone wants things to be their way and their way only, because I know the right way. You lost something. Oh, this is their perspective. Okay, so they feel like they've lost something that is not coming back. And it says, it's better that you don't know, because finding out during the experience will grow you. And pregnancy. I never know how to take this card, because it says pregnancy, but it's got a couple of different options on there. It says fake news, DNA. Like, is this my kid? Are you sure? Like, I didn't think this was possible, or I feel like you're cheating. You think this person is cheating, and this person has some skepticism about a pregnancy. But it's saying it's better for whoever this person is to not know, because finding out during the experience is something that's going to grow them. And we've had multiple cards in this reading where it says, don't push too, and I have been pushing too hard. Sorry. Well, it said for me not to push too hard, because someone finding out something during the experience is very important. I don't know if I was supposed to keep that other part in there, but this has come out, so... And also, that was a you perspective. We haven't done the universal reading yet, so who knows if they are actually cheating, but you think they are. But they think they've lost something and it's not coming back. That didn't come out with confidence, so I won't pull that one. Okay, this one, done. This one. Let's try and do multiple at a time, because it said for me to keep it short and it's gone for like 2 hours now. Oh, far out. Maybe this was a bad idea. Okay, let's put these ones down. Okay, put these ones down. That's done. These ones came. Okay, let's read these and we'll go through the rest of the decks. Okay, so. Fuck off right now. A pregnancy? A funeral. There is going to be a death. A literal death, and it's not happened yet. This is in the future. Please don't let this freak you out, because we're sending we are sending signs of the other person to see if this person is still triggered. And one of those signs is red cars, because friends have misunderstood. Someone, well, clearly there is there are themes in here, but neither of you are seeing, like, both of you have feelings that the other person is not telling the truth. Their perspective, this came out in yours as well. Both of you think that this is a waste of time. Wow. They got the divine. This is a twin flame reading. Divine masculine. And in your perspective, wait, well, we haven't done the universal perspective, so who knows? But so maybe you think that you're a twin flame. Your perspective, you got divine feminine. Their perspective, they got divine masculine. I don't know which one of you is the girl or the boy here. I don't know if you're both girls, both boys, girl, boy. But I know that whoever this energy is, this version, this person, they are the divine masculine, meaning that they are delayed. They say that whoever activates first in their spiritual journey is the divine feminine, and whoever activates second is the divine masculine, and they're usually 6 to 9 months behind your journey. That's probably why it said, that's probably why it said in the next 12 months. You probably only just activated, or you're probably activating now. Woo! Like you're learning about yourself, you're healing. Okay, that didn't come. There are some cards that are wanting to come out, and I'm not going to let them come out unless they confidently come out. So we'll reshuffle after this shuffle, then we'll do the last deck, and if they really want to come out, they will flip out with confidence, like that one did. Oh, that's a heavy one. Okay, let's see if they're wanting to come out, but it's not coming out with confidence. So oh, okay. So a few came out, to say the least. There are some good ones and some other ones. All right. They told me not to tell a story here, but I have a story in my mind. I'm going to tell you the cards. I'm not going to tell you the meaning that I have in my head. Two different things. I'm going to save the heavy one, or who knows. I'm going to save that till after I tell you this one. This one's not bad. There are possibilities. You need to take a risk. It says you're moving house soon. It will be with a stranger in the next month. Looks like a positive thing. Who knows? The next thing. Again, this is their perspective. So maybe they're moving house. Maybe, someone's moving house. Okay, their perspective is kissing is fine, but nothing more. This was done carelessly. Set a big fat boundary. You should unblock them. Something about the morning and broken. I'm shattered. I'm heartbroken. I'm destroyed. I've got one more deck to pull from their perspective, and then we'll get the universal perspective. And then okay, we don't have any more to pull from this row. We are doing the universal perspective right now. Is that not that's insane. Okay, perfect. Message very loud and clear. Very loud and clear. Let's see what the real truth is. Let's see what is actually happening. Because like I said, and also you don't know, because this is a future reading. Past, present, and future, sorry. So you don't know, right? Like, you do not know. And they do not know. What does the universe know? How does the universe view this? We are going to get a couple for this one, as many as want to come out. Because I feel like it's a little bit more nuanced. I mean, if any want to come out. There is an upside down one in here, like the wrong way. What is that card? Is that the card that flipped before? I feel like I'm supposed to find it. I just saw it. Where is it? My oracle cards can be upside down because they're double-sided, but these ones, dreamer, okay, possibility, happy surprise, curiosity. There are intuitive messages that you need to be paying attention to. All right. This one that's flipped out of the thing is the same one that came up in the story. Negative thoughts, victim mentality, entrapment. I feel like Someone feels like they are being trapped. I'm not saying anything, but it's a self-imposed restriction. Someone's trapped in their mind. Negative thoughts. Maybe both of you. Oop. Long-term view, hard work, diligence, sustainable results. And this is a 7 and an 8. Like 7 and 8. They're not of the same type though. What is the universe's view of what is happening and what will happen? Oh, quite a few. We've got an old lady. Oh, death. But again, death also symbolizes holding on to things that literally decay, that stagnation. Okay, you're that resistant to change. I'm scared. Too scared to change. Kill it. Kill the fear. Okay, kill those negative thoughts that you've got. Have a long-term view. Yep, it's hard work. Yep, you're gonna have to persevere, but sustainable results. Okay, don't rush into things. Don't be hasty. Next, you've got speed. Oh, I just said don't be hasty. This next card says quick decision, air travel, rapid action, speed, movement, swift change. I'm not adding any meaning to this. I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't do this. Just saying these cards are coming out. You've got 8, 8, 7, 13, 14. Wait, you've got 7, 8, 8, 9, 13, 14. Anyway, Temperance, it's saying balance, harmony, moderation and patience, being sensible, finding purpose and finding meaning. Temperance usually comes out when you have been able to balance your divine masculine and divine feminine traits inside of yourself. You've got self-worth, hustling, though an obsession with work. There's false success here. What's that? Battery's gonna die soon. Okay, I need to be quick. Anything else that wants to come? Oh, many things. The Lovers, it's reversed. And then what's this? The Sun. Didn't we get this before? And then this is like more facing this way. New project, inspiration. You've got an urge to create. There are new opportunities coming to you. They'll bring positivity, pleasure, fun, joy. All is well. But there's still disharmony, misalignment of values. There's suffering, detachment, conflict, bad choices. All of those things that I just said because of fear of commitment. There's a lot of fear everywhere. If anything else is supposed to come out. Oh. Okay. Regret, failure, disappointment. There is loss and grief. Someone is mourning. Okay. There are inner feelings there. There's insecurity and codependency. Yeah, exactly what the other things. It's literally saying stress, stagnation, burnout, exhaustion, insecurity, codependency. Anything else? This is the universal perspective. These are lessons that you need to, or whoever needs to work on. Codependence is not good, but it's also so hard to see when you have that negative mindset, when you're rushing into things, when you're only focusing on work, when you're lacking balance, when people die and you are grieving. You need to have a clear mind. You can't have a clear mind when all of this stuff is happening. So you need to be able to be this Queen of Swords. You're twin flames, so it's a mirrored lesson. Twin flames need to learn the same things. You both struggle with the same things. Both of you need to learn how to, goes back to the same damn message at the start of the reading. Unbiased judgment. Understand that humanity is imperfect. There's no such thing as fairy tales. People have trauma. There's a reason people do the things that they do. So you need to learn how unbiased judgment, clear boundaries, direct communication. You might not have a clear mind, but it did say that you were closing out cycles. So perhaps once you're able to master just like these things, and again, that death is in the future. So this could be the ultimate test. it is the ultimate trigger of how you react to things, how you balance those masculine and feminine traits. Let's get some feelings. Not that the universe has feelings, but what they see around this, like what's the true emotion around this. Okay, so they're referencing someone who is not your most recent. Think ancient history. I don't know if this relates to the evil eye or if this relates to your person, but it says you should stay home tonight for safety reasons. And then it's mentioning a crow. And I literally said to someone today, they had a crow looking over them and they looked very stressed. And I said, you have had a crow above you this whole time. I've been walking up to you from afar and I've seen it. And they thought it was like an omen. And I was like, no, that's protection. That is protection. And I had this crow like figurine and it was attached to like protection crystals. And I think I know what happened to it. And I think the person was acting out of fear or like wanting to protect me or whatever. It was a figurine. But I don't think they don't understand any of this. But I don't think they realize that it's protection. It was my protection. My battery, it's running out. Okay, really quickly. Ladybug is important here. It's not too late. Both of you think that it's a waste of time. Your response was not good. There is a lot of healing that you need to do for both of you. Wish is coming true if you can. There is chemistry and attraction, a spark, passion. There is distance. And it says it's not a sign. This wasn't a sign. So this separation, space, blockage. You guys think that it's a waste of time. Something to do with GPS, distance. There is physical space or someone having location. Waking up in the middle of the night in a few days. And then something about, now I read this as literally getting takeaway. This is the universal perspective, mind you. And I am not assigning any meaning to any of this. And I'm trying to be quick. Something about going over memories. There may be Polaroids that someone's looking in on. They think of you often. This is the universal perspective. You guys are thinking about each other. You're going over the memories. Yes, you're going over the distance and the separation and the blockage, but you're going over the memories. I mean, there are a lot of things for you guys to work on yourself before you come out of separation. That's a big thing, but it's not too late. It's saying you think at every juncture you're going to think it's too late. It's not. Something to do with dancing. The evil eye thing. Leave this with karma. Whoever is sending you the evil eye, who is jealous, leave this with karma. It says, ignore this person forever. Something about next year, saying goodbye. Oh, no, that's not. Okay. So something about next year, maybe saying goodbye, but someone is going to have their realization. It says LGBTQI and buzzing. I'm buzzing. This is the universal perspective. But it relates to your familial line. That's right. Sorry, we were supposed to get your ancestral line. This relates to family. Something about white car or white cars. And it says confirmation, yes. Whoever you're thinking about in your head right now, yes, it is about them. It says, yep, confirmation, it's about them. So, jeez, oh jeez. Oh God, oh that's right, it also said career. Okay, I need to be quick, my battery's gonna run out, there's so much. You need to be kind, we already know that. Share your full perspective, yep, we already know that. Did this come out? I can't remember. I don't know if that fell out for that. No! Too much happening. It's saying, apply for that thing, okay? And when you least expect it, there will be romance. This single and lonely vibe will go away when you least expect it, okay? But whatever you are thinking about applying for, apply for that thing. Don't worry about whoever's jealous and sending you weird vibes. Confirmation for both of these people. Yes, it is about them. Someone is being shady. This is the universal perspective. Something to do with your car. They truly do not connect your power to the signs. And the next few weeks, so it says in less than a month, but in a few weeks. So I'm just going to say it's like 2 to 3 weeks, something is going to, like the power. No, in a few weeks, in less than a month, someone is going to run from something, perhaps. Don't take it personally. Remember, people are imperfect. And if there is that new baby in the mix, the reason they run is because there is a secret fear. They don't even realize it about themselves. They're just running out of pure fear. Or maybe this is you. This is the universal perspective. They're not telling me who. I really said, you're done. But all I wanted to do was read out the last 2 cards, and it literally is the end, because it says you're hoping they will change, but they won't. It is a completion of a cycle. I'm not going to be able to give you specifics of who is doing what and where. You know what it relates to. So something in, yeah, that's the universal perspective. And don't forget that some of those universal perspective cards relate not just to your twin flame, not just to you, not just to the person who's sending you the evil eye, but also to your ancestral line. You might be LGBTQI. Remember, they're talking about a secret fear that they don't even realize about themselves, and they could be that could be about the evil eye, person sending you the evil eye. It could be about someone in your familial line. It could be about your parents. It could be about their parents. They may have trauma, or they may be struggling with it. Maybe you're struggling with it, or maybe you are a same-sex couple, or maybe there's just so many. And you know, I don't know, because again, I've not gone through your life. I need to stop now, because now I'm just making more stories. I'm sorry. I hope this helped. It said to do a short reading. I've been doing this for hours, but I hope that this helped. Anyway, goodbye.